Boom. All right, guys, so I just got the petrol box in the mail. Let's go ahead and open it up and see what we got this time. Oh yeah. The little list of all the stuff that's in it. I don't really like reading this at the beginning, but it shows all the stuff. If you guys want to pause this now, yeah, let's unwrap it up. Ooh, awesome. This is the Ride of the Month Napalm. The t-shirt, Automotive Lifestyles. Very cool. Digging that one. That is nice. Got some Grease Monkey gloves. That's awesome. Got one of these little guys, a little lanyard. Water by the Bridge, Louisville, Kentucky. Cool looking sticker. Air freshener, Ocean Mist. Ruggaroo, I guess is what it's called. Monster Clean, no scary chemicals, wash and wax. So awesome. Definitely cool to see cleaning products. Got some bottle caps. Candy's always good. We always love candy. And a washing mitt. That is really nice. Can never have too many of these. This one looks good. Kind of looks like an old pair of underwear on the end. Go ahead and use my coupon code WRENCHON, guys, and you can get $5 off this month's petrol box. There it is right there. The Mustang, 1968 302 J-Code Mustang. If you guys don't know, I had it for sale on throttle.com for quite some time. If you guys haven't checked out throttle.com, I'll leave the link below. Definitely a cool website to buy and sell things. So this car has been for sale for about a month or so, and now it's finally, hopefully, being sold today. I don't really know yet, but the guy should be coming soon. So I thought I would show you guys around the car, kind of just show it to you, because you guys have all seen it in the background, and well, you can see it for one last time. Like me, I thought it'd be cool to document it and just kind of get it on film so I can have something to look back on in the future. So this was like my high school car. It was actually my mom's car. She gave this one to me. I rebuilt it. This is basically how I started working on cars and like learned about cars and everything like that. It was sitting for multiple years. I got it running again, you know, I put a bunch of money into it. It was at its prime, it was about a 14-second car. It did 14 seconds flat, 98 miles an hour. It's a Ford 302. A couple things done to it. I'll kind of roll some B-roll right here and just kind of show you guys some of the stuff. It had a Holley 600 CFM double pumper on it. It had a MSD ignition, AL6 box, cam, rebuilt motor, headers, 40 series Flowmasters, dumped, and it also had cutouts for the exhaust so that you could run it open headers, straight pipe, guys. I know how everybody loves that. Then I blew up the rear end, as you do. Had an open differential, actually spun the spider gears in there and spun them in the carrier itself. Then rebuilt the 8-inch rear with a Auburn gear, limited slip, posi traction, and I put 355 gears in it. So that was how I learned how to rebuild differentials. So it's really cool. Then I put a C4 Street Fighter, TCI Street Fighter transmission in it, B&M hammer shifter, stall converter, all that good stuff, and just played around with tuning the car. You know, I was always tinkering, tuning on the carburetors, all that stuff. And yeah, we'll kind of just walk around the vehicle. 17x8 torque thrust 2s on it. There it is right there. It's a really clean body. I mean, it's really straight. The cowl induction hood on it, 3-inch cowl induction. I put this Cobra Type R front valence on the thing. Put all new bumpers on it, nice headlights with H4 conversion with some Xeon bulbs in it, as you do. Tires that I thought were good at the time, before I really knew anything about tires, some Federal 959s, which, you know, are actually still pretty good tires. These are really inexpensive. They will have to be replaced, obviously. This is the whole this side of the car. There's those homemade slicks from all those burnouts back in the day. Still has rubber in the wheel well from doing a bunch of burnouts and stuff like that. Actually still has rubber on the quarter right here. That's actually rubber right there. Old plastered on rubber, pretty cool. Had a whole stereo system in the thing at one point. It was pretty nice. 12-inch kicker Soloverics. I had MB Quartz 6.5-inch speakers up front. I had the tack and all that stuff. I retrofitted the gauges. That's the original gauge cluster. I retrofitted those with Autometer Sport Comp gauges. So I put a temperature gauge in there. I put a, that's the oil pressure gauge in there. And I put a fuel pressure gauge in there. Also did a voltmeter and an air fuel ratio that I welded in a bung. And it actually has an oxygen sensor in there. And I put a tack down below. This was a hammer shifter. Yes, it was an automatic. You take this, you pull up, put it down into drive, then you would click back twice. That was first gear, and then you just bang it forward. 1, 2, 3. That was kind of how you did it, and then there's click it up and put it back in park. Had an Alpine stereo, which was pretty sweet back in the day. And yeah, there's that steering wheel that I refinished a while back, guys. If you didn't watch that video on that, yeah, I refinished that wheel and it looks really good. It had gotten cracked and stuff like that just from fading in the sun. This car, I redid the interior, you know, when I was out of high school. There's actually like new interior for the back seat. However, I never redid the back seat because it was always in really good condition. I reupholstered these seats and the driver's seat, put a new carpet. It's not really clean. I didn't really clean it up because, as you know, I just stopped kind of caring about it. It's been sitting for about 10 years because I always wanted to do big things to it. I just really never got around to it, and I just kind of lost interest in the car altogether. Really straight. There's the bumper. Has the original 60s license plate. Pretty cool, not those fake ones like everybody's getting in California now. I put this billet gas cap on it because I thought it looked cool. I still like the look of that. Underneath, another bald tire from Burnouts. There's a 40 series Flowmasters that had 2.5-inch exhaust. Dumping down below. As far as suspension goes, I put in a rear sway bar on the car. Where is that? Oh yeah. I put in rear sway bar, front and rear sway bar. All this stuff's Grab-A-Track, which is a Mustang brand. If you guys are familiar with any of that stuff. Has some traction bars on there. And you can see the rest of the exhaust. I always thought this was pretty cool. 2.5-inch all the way to these cutouts. So these were actually just wing nuts. You undo the wing nuts and boom, open headers. Right, basically after the header, right after the H-pipe right there. So then I had a little H-pipe welded up to balance the exhaust pressure, and then all the way up to the headers. There's the TCI racing transmission. Got that chrome going on as you do. It's the driver's side. It's the driver's perspective. It's that 3-inch cowl. It was pretty awesome. Fun car. Really fun car. Good for doing donuts, good for doing burnouts, stuff like that. Move on to the hood. So the other day, I'll insert clip here, I pulled out the engine. So I'll insert all that stuff and kind of show you guys the engine, guys. It's a 302, but you can see right in the front, maybe you can see, it's missing a few pieces here. So it's got a 600 double pumper on it. It's got the valve covers on it. However, these are just kind of sitting here. And there's the old rocker arms and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna start taking this stuff off. Unscrew this little AN fuel line. I love AN fittings, they're so good. Like, they just make life so easy. Like, pulling this engine is basically so much simpler because I have all these AN fittings on the car. It just makes it to where you can just kind of like pull stuff off. Nothing's really in the way. Like, for example, we'll just pull this intake off. Kind of heavy. There we go. Whew. Cast iron ones, holy crap, so heavy. There's the valley of the engine right there. You can actually see that I have all the lifters out already. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and pull one of these heads off. Oh my God, it's heavy. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God, these heads are so heavy. So, partly the reason I never fixed this car was because I always wanted to, oh my God, upgrade the engine, aluminum heads on it and stuff like that. Wow, these are so heavy. Oh my God. I always wanted to rebuild the engine with aluminum heads. I was just gonna kind of redo the block again, just because, you know, there's really nothing wrong with it. It was actually rebuilt not too long before this. It probably only has about 10,000 miles on it actually. It's just, it wasn't the fastest. It was pretty quick, but wasn't the fastest thing ever. And you know, there was room for improvement, and I wanted to do kind of a race motor build, and this was never that. So I actually got a call earlier when I was cleaning off the heads, and a guy said he wanted to buy the car. So Basically, I'm gonna sell the car minus the engine and the components over here. So I got all the bell housing unbolted, motor mounts are off, and yeah, this thing's pretty much ready to get pulled out. Got a little bit of liftage going on, getting this engine right out of this car. I haven't been working on it too long at all. Pretty straightforward and simple. Let there be engine. Oh yeah, there it is. Cool, so the engine's out and I got a new stand to put it on. So I know that was super quick, but the engine is out. Pretty much the stripped engine bay. Anyways guys, that is the Mustang. We'll see if it disappears tonight. This may be the last time I ever see it, will be today. So this is, what day is it? Let's find out. So I kind of know. Thursday, February 23rd, 2017. Maybe the last time that I see this car. So kind of a sad moment, but it is what it is. More projects to come on Blake's Garage. So, you know, I'll be doing more things. I'll have some more rooms. So maybe I can get some other things coming in, you know, and do more work on the other projects. So that'll be really cool. All right guys, so I hope you liked the video. Go ahead and like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. We'll talk to you guys soon. Later guys, wrench on. It is up there on the trailer. Going away, that's